Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, hello,
morning.
hello.
Happy March 1st.
It is March 1st. I actually consciously thought March 1st, and I'm like, I'm wearing such a fall outfit right now. I need some.
Yeah, green. Well, I mean,
I
green.
need something
springy.
like this green.
Oh,
I need
well,
some
get
springy.
knitting.
Yeah,
Start knitting.
knitting some pants.
Knit yourself some pants. That's a thing. That's a thing.
I'll do super bulky so they get done fast, and then it'll add way too much bulk.
I have a new, I guess, dog sister.
I do.
I
Wow.
do.
Well, congratulations to
Thanks.
your mom.
Yeah.
I'm glad she didn't have to birth it.
I know. I know. My parents have been are rehoming a corgi. Her name is
Aw,
Daisy.
they're
She's
so
1 year
cute.
old. She's really cute. Those ears. My goodness.
I know. And so
Yeah.
what color exactly?
She's
Kinda
like
caramely?
the buffy caramely color.
Uh-huh. So she's really buff.
She's buff. She's pretty. She's kind of shy. Not anyway.
Well, she'll
so
probably once she gets to know her sister more, she'll find out what fun it is, and you'll find out how much fun it is to have a sister.
well, I mean, we went over to see her last night, of course. But yeah, we have a couple of yarn bar friends who have corgis, and so I'll be picking your brain about her because my parents have only had schnauzers. So
Yeah, I wonder
this
what.
is a step outside.
Yeah, I'm going to say a
still.
step down, but because they're shorter, right? But maybe
She's about
step
the
up,
same size, really, I think. But
Are
anyway,
they just as smart or smarter?
I think they
or-
might be smarter. I think they're really smart dogs. But anyway, yeah, that was
fit in
funny.
with your family.
That's funny. But yeah, that was like a breach from last night. Usually just eat, sit in front of the TV. Instead, we went over to see the doggy.
I know. We're like, every time we're like, time for home from work. Okay, well, what are you gonna do tonight? And I'm like, what are you gonna watch? What are you gonna get square-eyed doing?
Square-eyed.
That's what we call it, just getting square-eyed.
In front of the TV.
Yeah.
So anyway, but we are wrapping up February, the knit along, which was potato chip knit along, and all those slipovers.
I know. I'd love to I haven't actually counted how many we've actually had. I'm trying not to add in hours because that would add in 5.
That skews it. Yeah.
So, but I can't wait to go through the list and just look and see, okay, I saw that one, I saw that one, I saw that one, I saw that one. So I'm really anxious on Friday when we have our get together, how, we're going to see a lot.
Plan to wear your vest, gals.
And bring the
and
extra
guys,
ones.
if you've done one. Paul.
Yeah, I'd love
Let
to
Paul
see
sit
that
up here. Yeah, come on, Paul.
Well, send us a pic at
Yeah,
least.
pictures will be, that'll be fun. Also, this Saturday, Carla has Kids Club. I just wanted, that's totally off topic, but
right.
just looking
Carla's
ahead.
watching.
Hey,
Oh,
Carla.
hi, Carla.
Kids Club is this Saturday, so if anyone has, kiddos who are interested in fiber stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, they don't even really have to know how to knit.
It's
just
a
for
small
fun.
group, and so Carla will adapt. She's super flexible.
Yeah, whatever's happening that
so-
day, she'll just go for it.
Yeah, anyway, so that is coming up Saturday. Friday night's going to be fun with our bash.
Oh, yeah.
That
So, I have not been able to watch many of the award shows that are happening. Like, I think the SAG Awards were just Sunday.
what does that stand for?
Screen Actors Guild.
Oh, thanks.
So, but I haven't.
Golden Globes were kind of off the grid, or maybe they didn't happen.
Yeah, that
There's
was
some
a
controversy
little bit of what'd you say?
Did you say controversy?
That's the British
Like it's
way.
controversial and also a conspiracy at the same time.
I whatever. Okay.
Yeah, so that one is, I did do some reading about that one. So, but there's a new awards that's going to be happening here at the Yarn Bar.
Better than all the others.
This one is better, and all of you get to participate. I wish I had my picture of it, but it's going to be the Soxie Awards.
The Soxies.
That's
Woo-hoo!
SOXIE.
We need confetti.
Right, yep.
Yeah, sock
Put a
confetti.
filter on that.
Right. So, yeah.
So basically,
It's award season,
yeah,
guys.
award season, and the very basic of it is you knit a pair of socks, and at the end of the month, you could be eligible for award season.
So it's going to be People's Choice Awards.
Yep, all People's Choice. You guys,
you are the people.
Be voting on it all. So, so first thing is we're going to have a sock yarn sale. So that
starting now.
Yep, right now. Like you can go
today,
right now, onto the website, and all the sock yarns online are 10% off. But in the store, it's a little bit better deal, mainly because of logistics on the website. But 10% off all the hand dyes. So that includes your self-striping.
Here's hand dyes.
These that kind of look like that. Okay, those are all...
Two Sisters, Hedgehog, Neighborhood, Polka Dot
Round
Sheep.
Mountain. It's all in here. So 10% off that. But 20% off all the rest of the sock yarn.
All the rest of the sock yarns.
And we're kind of
just for a few days, guys.
Yeah, just from the 1st through the 5th. And we're defining sock yarns as, sock yarns that you would knit for socks. So we've got a lot of fingering weight yarns, but they're not as traditionally knit for socks. So, but all these fun self-patterning, self-striping, like there's some these are my awesome favorite ones right now. Like I really want to take all these home and put them in my stash for when I'm really old and I need that. Okay,
so that's socks. So we're doing a socks thing.
Okay, so
did you want some history of socks at all?
Yeah, let's go for that.
I think
then
throughout
we'll
month,
go in more to all the bits and
that.
bats of the...
Okay. I listened to a few podcasts. There were just a couple.
And how did you even find them?
This morning. I'm like, I knew I wanted to talk a little bit about sock history, and we probably will throughout the month. There's, socks have been around for a long time. People wanted to cover their feet and protect their feet from a long time ago.
Well, they should.
Right. And so leather was the preferred,
sock or...
Yeah, foot covering.
Wow.
Way,
But not
Stone
knowing the
Age.
difference between socks and shoes at that
But
time.
eventually people people learned how to actually null binding. There's that. But probably the biggest thing I learned in my very brief podcast time this morning, because I was multitasking and eating breakfast
and probably making dinner and blah, blah,
no,
blah,
I didn't make
getting
any dinner,
dressed,
but yeah,
blah, doing your hair,
and listening.
blah, blah,
So
blah.
I did that. So in 1589, this guy named William Lee in England, who was a theology student.
Bill.
Do you like how I put all these on little notes, you guys?
Yeah. Well, you put your notes on your
little
notes.
Because I knew I didn't want to talk for a long time, so I made little notes. So he invented a machine to knit socks because the woman he was courting was spending way too much time knitting socks, and he wanted more attention. And so he developed this machine. And he took it to the Queen of England. She's like, no, we can't do that because it'll put all of these people who are knitting socks for a living out of work. So it was a long time later. I mean, he took it somewhere else to a different country, and anyway.
Turkey.
No.
Oh.
France. And then eventually, circular sock machine was invented, and blah, blah, blah. Here we are today. The other thing I learned was that in China... there's a sock city,
and they actually call it
town.
Sock City.
It's called Sock City. They have a lot of factories manufacturing socks right now, not hand knitting. It's in an eastern part of China, in a province that has a big long name, and I'm not going to say it. But in 2014, their output was 25.8 billion pairs of socks.
Yeah, I wonder how many of those stayed in Sock City.
Oh, yeah, no.
Now I'm wondering, is there a yarn store in Sock City?
I don't think so. But anyway, just little trivia for you. But we're talking, those of us who knit socks, know the joys of hand knitting socks.
Well, I mean, you knit more than I do.
Socks.
Right. Socks. I don't knit too many, but I will say I do enjoy them when I make them. It's just making that commitment to make one.
So we've come a long way from leather covering our feet to
Nice.
a man inventing a sock machine so that his girlfriend didn't spend so much time knitting socks.
Yeah, and so to all the different ways to knit some socks, because there's multiple ways of knitting in the round. I could probably on all 10 fingers tell you different ways to knit socks.
A lot of people, not a lot, but a few people have socks. Learning to knit socks is one of their challenges for the year.
Yep. So this is sort of, we're hoping we're actually doing beginning knitting sock class right now.
We'll have a heel workshop later in the month.
Yep.
And then, throughout the year, we'll do more with socks. But anyway, including a swap in the summer.
Right.
Just, it's going to
So,
happen.
all right. So let's talk about
what are the
type
awards?
of awards that we're going to give for it. Well, so the titles of the awards are, the first one is going to be your favorite shorty sock. So maybe you don't want to knit a whole sock. I mean, it is a whole sock.
Long socks.
A long sock, but maybe shorties in your future. Okay?
That would totally qualify for a Soxie Award.
And we should mention that they have to be sock weight. Like, it's not DK weight or worsted. It's got to be, everybody's got to knit kind of the same weight of yarn.
And adult sizes are kind of our thing, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right, right. So shorty socks are going to have their own category, all right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then the other ones are fancy schmancy socks. So, I mean, so
fancy schmancy
I would say
sock.
that's fancy schmancy.
This is this is designed by one of our local designers in Billings, Cindy Dell.
Yep.
It's called the Stillwater River
right.
sock. Okay.
And so fancy
Cute.
schmancy
Cables.
is you've got cables and stuff, and here's some other examples of fancy schmancy.
Those are by Summer Lee.
Those are, yep.
What about this? Is this fancy schmancy?
I don't think so.
Oh, all right.
But it is stripy. It's stripy. And we have your favorite stripey sock. So they're stripy. But
This is a way to do stripes. We gave Wendy, another great sock knitter in Billings, 3 skeins of yaw wool and said, do whatever you want. And she brought them back. She brought 2 pairs back. The other one's over there. And this is what she came up with. And we love it.
we love it. Now, okay, then
Here's
there's
another
this
stripey sock that our friend Susan did. And we gave her a skein of Two Sisters sock yarn.
And so there's another Two Sisters over there.
I don't know. Can you see that, Ashley?
It's dark, but you can see
Yeah,
the
it's
stripes.
really pretty. It's
This one is
gorgeous.
I think this one's Gothic Rainbow.
And then we
And
have the yarn bar.
Yeah, this is
stripe.
our
yarn bar
exclusive stripe.
Woo. Yeah. So that's a great way to do a stripe sock
And
without
then we have
weaving
our
in ends.
self-patterning, self-striping sock yarn. So those would fall into your favorite stripey sock. Then we have your non-traditional sock, which I'm not really sure if we have an example of non-traditional, but that would just be still a sock, but maybe it's not knit in the traditional way, like top down, or there's different socks out there where they start. I knit a pair that actually started right here with Judy's Magic Cast On, and it grew that way. So that would be part of your non-traditional sock.
Also, we're going to have if you only get one sock done, we are going to have a single sock category.
Right. We want to honor those that make an effort.
Would
And at
yoga
least
socks fall into non-traditional?
yoga.
Yoga socks?
No, yeah, I don't know. That's like even less knitting
That's
than
less
the
knitting than a
shorty.
Well, I don't know, you guys.
I mean,
we're
a
super flexible.
A yoga sock is just like a panel that goes
might-
around your foot.
No, it just doesn't have toes.
Doesn't have a heel or a toe.
But
Right.
It has a heel opening.
Yeah.
I think, okay, I would say non-traditional.
Okay, and also, you guys, we're pretty flexible, so if we only get like 5 entries, we're going to have to adapt. And it will never happen again.
Right.
but we think it'll be
we're
fun.
hoping this is the first annual Soxy month.
Because who doesn't love awards month?
It's the
And you know what?
Soxy month.
You could like knit and watch different awards.
I know.
You could go back and find a bunch of
Oscar-winning
nominated
movies.
things that you didn't even watch.
You could take your socks over to the art house and watch all the Oscar-nominated shorts right now because they're over there.
And knit shorty socks.
Yeah, shorty
Okay?
socks with the short movies.
And the Oscars are March 27th.
Yeah, yeah, our deadline.
Yeah,
Is
That's
the
our
night
deadline,
before our
right? So you could really like bust it out on that night.
Did we
if you
talk
want
about
to.
these? This is pretty yarn.
Yeah, these are
Another sock
gorgeous.
yarn.
100% merino yarn.
Okay, yeah, so we've
All
got
right,
a deadline.
and then we're gonna have the overall, like
the
out
grand
of all
prize.
of the socks, which one will be the favorite And the voting process right now will be via email, but if that changes, we'll let you know. We're working on another system too. So
yeah, you need to send us a picture of your completed socks.
and we appreciate a nice photo, well lit, because it's going to be what people are going to be looking at to vote. So if it's in the dark and people can't see your fancy schmancy stitches, it's hard to vote for it.
Or you could bring it in and we'll take the
Yes,
Right.
that's the
Yeah.
best. What's one
You
of the
could
alternatives.
crochet too. There's a cute
Yeah,
crochet pattern
we have
that
a really
Ashley found.
that's on the bottom.
I think Jennifer's working on a sample too. This is called the Pixel Crochet, and it was a super in-depth pattern. We looked at it. Lots of instructions.
And we're doing it with the llama yarn. Or no, alpaca sock.
Yeah.
And that is going to
Okay,
be...
back to prizes.
Oh,
What
right.
does everybody? What are the categories win?
Gift cards.
Yep.
Yay!
That's what
Yeah.
everybody wants, right?
You'll also, completed pairs will get a coupon for a future purchase.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be sock yarn.
At 20% off a future purchase of sock yarn.
There's no fee to participate in this. Sometimes we do fee, like a little fee to process.
But we are
we're not
going to be
that.
doing a little treat.
Right. And also, everyone who finishes a pair is going to get a pair of
A full
pair of-
a full pair of socks.
right
To get a full
front with
pair.
yarn from
Yeah,
our
'cause
store, and you
if
don't
you-
have to buy it this week. You could
We're not
be
giving out
like
single
Yeah, I'm
stash
just going
yarn.
to say, if you
Yeah.
do a single, you're not going to get
Finish
the
a pair,
single
you're
sock.
going to get a pair of
Get a
earrings.
single earring.
Our friend Shayla possibly is going to do cute little sock earrings for us, but she's working on that.
Yeah, so one way or the other, you're going to get a super cute pair of earrings if you finish
Made
a
locally
full-on pair of socks.
Pair of earrings,
we've got-
pair of socks.
We have incentive for the Soxy Awards.
I know. Plus bragging rights. Who
I
doesn't
know.
want that?
I feel like we need to come up with some kind of something special for the big winner. Like, we don't like a statue of a sock.
And if this goes well, we'll expand it. We Christmas stockings. One of these podcasts really digressed into Christmas stocking history, which I thought was
You mean like
bizarre.
actual Christmas socks, or like socks that you
Like
hang
a
on
Christmas stocking, like history of that. That was
Oh.
just a goofy I didn't.
Huh,
I
huh.
moved on.
Okay, we have to go over the rules.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Rules.
Okay,
Okay.
you've got the month between now and the 28th.
Right. So you got to knit or crochet your pair of socks, and the deadline is March 28th,
At 5
which is
p.m.
a Monday at 5 p.m.
Okay, the day
Because-
after the.
Because we are going to reveal our nominees.
Yeah, during our video on
The
the
next
29th.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yarn must be fingering or sock weight yarn and purchased from Yarn Bar. You could dive into your Yarn Bar stash and do it, but it needs to be from us, please. That's to get an award, I guess. You could yeah.
Right.
Okay.
What?
All right, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
We're sticking with
Okay.
Yarn Bar yarn, please. Okay.
Okay, so submit your finished socks no later than the 28th, and that would include bringing it into the store or sending us a photo.
Mm-hmm.
And so the nice thing about that is you don't have to be a local to do this.
No.
We can get you the sock yarn,
Mm-hmm.
and you can knit the sock and send us a photo. So
sure.
anyone can participate.
Okay, nominations will be announced on Tuesday the 29th during our video,
Yep.
and
then,
the voting will happen via email,
yeah, and then
unless we change our mind.
right, and then which is kind of funny. Okay, so anyway, so then on the following video, right, is when we make our big announcement. So that'd be like
Let
April.
people vote for
Right.
about
A
5-6 days.
Right.
Okay.
And then we'll make our big announcements.
That'll be fun.
And so, yes, is there any other... Do you have any more questions about the rules? Well, if you do, I don't know, but Ashley will let us know. But while you are pondering that, let's look at the socks again.
Oh,
Did we look at all of them?
You might have looked at a lot
Well,
of them.
there's
there's a
some
fun
that we
basic
didn't.
one that Sherry gave me. She
For
knit
sock
sparkly ones.
exchange, right?
Sock exchange.
And we have other designs from our local designer.
Shannon's got some great designs
also
out there.
our
She's
sock-
teaching our class right
teaches
now.
our
Yep.
sock class.
Shadow wrapped heel
Right.
sock is a new one from her. She has quite a few
That's
out
what
there.
we're doing the class. Yeah, she's got, and actually, we have the blog is live. We might have to make some edits, but we've got things linked. So we've got socks from Cindy Dale linked. We've got socks from Shannon's sock bundles that she has on Ravelry. Those are linked. This one, Ashley just finished, and this is the Church Mouse Basic Sock, and that one's linked. So this is a really great pattern if you're really just trying to get into socks. This is a great one.
I think
and,
this, this one's the vanilla sock that Susan knit for us. Anyway, there's good sock patterns out there.
And books.
And books.
Yes.
And a field guide.
Wanderlust.
Yeah, that one is great for beginners too, and
yeah.
non-beginners alike. But they have it all explained. We have, if you already are a sock knitter, but you maybe want to delve into a little more raise the bar challenge, this is toe up, 2 at a time.
Happily Knitting Socks is another one. That's fun.
Yeah, and these I would say are fancy schmancy socks.
They are.
So this would be the fancy schmancy category. They're really fun though, really fun ones.
Here's the poo emoji sock.
Yes, there are some.
It's
For
called,
a couple guys, they're kind of sassy.
called poo poo.
Yep.
The avocado one. That's cute. Anyway.
And we've got some books on order, but who knows when they'll show up. But,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got more socks
52
coming.
Weeks of Socks. A lot of people have that book. Dive into it. It's
Yeah,
a great
yeah.
book, and we can't get it anymore.
Yeah, it's not being published anymore.
Oh.
So anyway,
But the
Shorty
Summer Lee
Socks.
socks, I think they're just darling. She has so many fun ideas. Are most of all of hers shorties?
No. This
Yeah,
one is
all
actually a free one, which just to inspire you. This shorty set, there's a ton. There's a little pom-pom one in that bundle.
There's like a cute ruffle little
She just came out
edge.
with a new one that I can't remember the name of. It's cute. It's just a simple little stitch all the way through.
Yeah, I actually don't. I don't mind knitting on tiny needles when it's a sock. I don't really want to knit on a size 1 or 2 when it's a sweater.
Yeah.
I don't know how people
Okay.
do that.
But we'll also chat about what Wendy did with those 3 skeins too.
Right, because it also has the little spool of reinforcement thread in there.
Yeah.
So
Fun.
Anyway,
Socks are
if
fun.
you have any questions, just give us a call. Check out our blog, and we'll see you next week.
But come
Soxy
in this
Awards.
week for your discount
Right.
on sock yarn.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Happy Soxy month.
Bye.
Have a sexy, soxy month.